Why not? You can get out. Or mind if I ask if you have an iPhone or an Android? I have an Android. No, I don't mind at all. Suppression on Tyler. So the other one ran away. The injured muton ran away. The other muton decided he was just going to stand there and suppress. Lord Viking 88, androids rule. I kind of prefer the Android to an iPhone. I really just do. I mean, nothing against iPhone. I know a couple of people that have them, and it's fine. It's just I'm used to Android, and I appreciate Android. It's easy for me to use. We've got no shots at all on this guy. We need to bring our scout back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring the scout all the way back here.
Let's do this.
7% lightning reflexes. Good, it missed. Oh. Okay. Android's the only way? Fair enough, Thunder. By the way, give those XCOM scum hell? Yes. XCOM, these aliens. Freaking... This mission so far has been nuts. Come on. You skedaddle. You skedaddle. I don't really know what to do with you skedaddle at the moment. I think we have to reload with Unchained. And I think we need to get Thunder over here somewhere and throw a grenade. I don't know where that other muton went, so Thunder, if you get hit doing this, I am sorry. I don't know where that other guy is, and it's bothering me. Xeno? I figured it was something along those lines. XCOM. Xeno makes more sense than XCOM from what you typed, so yeah. No big deal. But I figured it was something along those lines. Oh, Immelman, I think we put you in danger too, and just Overwatch, kind of cover Thunder's back. Maybe. A little bit. Let's take the Rocketeer.
Moving out.
And try to cover you guys a little bit too. Ay, 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 ay. So I could put the grenade right on his face. Are you using an age filter to look older? You sound much younger than you look. Oh, Lord Viking, I don't know how to take that. No, I'm not using an age filter. It's possible that the lighting and everything is contributing to that. But in person, I think I look younger than I actually am. But lately, I will say this much. Lately, with the depression and anxiety that I've got going on, it has taken a toll. So I think that really does affect everything.
Frag out.
5 damage. Yeah, I mean, that does have a huge effect. The white beard, sure. That's fair. I've always been a really light blonde in the beard. It was darker when I was in my teens, in my 20s, like early 20s, late teens, early 20s. So it was darker then, but it had a lot of red in it. And as I got older, it just started to lighten up and become a lot more blonde. And so by the time I was in my, late 20s and stuff, my beard started to get a lot more blonde, a lot more red, light red, like strawberry blonde kind of thing. And it was funny too because I have this like patch here that stays a little darker, and then as you go up the chin, it was light, darker, and then my hair, right? So I've always had that difference in my facial hair and my and the rest of my head. It was interesting. I always thought it was kind of I always wondered how it worked. How I had, that much of a difference in the color. I don't know what to do with you. You need to reload.
Ready to engage.
That's the only thing I can do here. And then I could come out and make a shot, but yeah, character creator. That's fair. You skedaddle. I'm from Buenos Aires, and I say kill them all. Fair enough. Yeah, it's probably partly the white beard, partly the fact that I actually lost a lot of weight. I don't know if I told you guys this yet, but because of the anxiety and depression that I've had for the past 3 months, I've had it for, most of my life, but it's gotten super bad over the past 3 months. 4 months, really. It started 4 months ago. Got this bad. It started 4 months ago. But ever since then, I lost, within the first 3 weeks, I lost 30 pounds. Just from anxiety. There's nothing we can do to this guy. He's in the perfect spot.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Come get some. Moving to Overwatch.
Roger that. Scanning.
This guy is in the absolute perfect spot. We can't touch him. You skedaddle. You can come up here.
10-4.
But that's it. That's all we got.
Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
Yeah, every single enemy on this map, I think, is coming after us. I think every single enemy on this map. Here they come.
Start keeping score. Repositioning on us.
We killed the muton. Weird. I didn't expect that. There's the sectoid. Dude, I would kill to lose that much weight? Yeah, I've lost all total over the last 3 months. I lost 35 pounds, but it all happened within the first month of stuff going wrong, and there's some stuff happened in my life that massively triggered the anxiety and depression. It's not good. It's not healthy. But I was able to stabilize. I got back to eating well enough, and I was able to stabilize, and no danger there. But it can be really tough on your heart. That's something that most people don't think about. I think we need to kill this big one here. And I'm still going through a lot, but it's better. I've stabilized a bit. Yeah, we have nothing for you skedaddle to do. This whole area is so bad. We can't even bounce a grenade on them. There's nothing to really bounce a grenade off of. I mean, we can clip them here, right? But that's it. So, at least we got a suppression with Thunder. Lucas Tyler think we go here
To that location.
and try to take a shot on something. Kill the sectoid, please. 51%. Yes. Yes. XCOM, you owe me that one.
Weapons empty. Can't engage.
After all of the crap shots, after missing two 95% shots in a row.
Got it.
Alright, we're gonna go up here. There we go. We've got a decent shot. I think we rapid fire the first guy here. 10 crit and miss. Okay. Alright. Alright. I guess that's fair. So our infantry should be able to kill. Let's try to kill the middle one first. Good job.
My weapon spent.
And reload. And then should be able to kill both of the other ones. Good job, and nicely done.
Hostiles pacified.
Okay, so we still have one, at least one muton still
Locked
active,
and loaded.
I think. Yeah, one seeker and one muton still active. So I guess we just reload with some people.
Moving.
Overwatch with others?
I'm on
Get
it,
you guys in
Commander.
closer.
Position confirmed.
That's it. We have to overwatch with you three because you're all we've got left. If one of my people missed two 95% rolls in a row, I would fire them right away after that mission, regardless of rank. Playing XCOM 2, or I assume XCOM 2, not XCOM also.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Let's go
Heading there
here
now.
and reload.
We're green to go.
All right. I think you're gonna
Good to
reload.
go.
You're gonna overwatch. You can overwatch.
Locked
Reload.
and loaded.
Locked and
Reload.
loaded.
Overwatch. Aye,
Let's see what we got. XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. I love that game. I want to get back into it. But right now we're doing this, Long War, and we're doing XCOM Apocalypse, the 1997, technically XCOM 3.
Moving to Overwatch. Roger. Got my eyes
aye.
on.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
We're green to go. Back in.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Covering
Roger.
up.
I've got eyes.
All right. Come on. That other Seeker's got to be around here somewhere. I wish I had a battle scanner. And that other muton, he ran away. Like, what the heck is going on with that other muton?
Overwatch. Aye, aye. Eyes on the prize.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Okay. Got it covered. Roger.
Roger
Got my
that.
eyes. Roger that.
Scanning. I'm on it.
What do we hear? Is that Thin Men? I think that was Thin Men. Use our scout to scout, perhaps?
On my way.
I wish we had some high cover to dash to.
Commander.
There it is. There's the Seeker. Yeah, a little late there, Tyler. That's okay, buddy. You tried. Alright, so we still have a muton. Only 18 aliens killed so far.
Heading there now.
Okay.
On Overwatch.
Let's start moving up just a bit. I hate where we are, so...
I'm on the move. Eyes peeled, Commander.
On my way.
Actually, let's get you over here. Let's get you in decent cover. Yeah, I can't stand the cover, the place where we are, but so far we've taken 3 pods? 4? Let's see, the Mechtoid and the Sectoids. The Seekers. The Mutons. Yeah, absolutely hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, you skedaddle. I can't believe I've been streaming for 12 hours. Let me take a look at something real quick. Give me a second. I want to take a real quick look at my calendar here. Alright, so yeah, technically for me it's Christmas Eve. Here we go. Give me just a second. Alright. Okay. So, I'm having a ton of fun. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop soon. We're going to do this mission, at the very least. But I'm not sure when I'm going to end. This wasn't intended to be like a 24-hour stream or anything like that. But, it's been fun, so, hey. I'll keep going for a bit, but if I don't end up getting off pretty soon, it's going to screw up tonight's stream. Christmas Eve, and I don't know if that matters. I honestly have no idea if anybody's going to even want to watch on US Christmas Eve. Kushner, our Rocketeer, we don't have anything we can do with you, so... You skedaddle, I'm having way fun now? Good. That's good to hear. I'm glad. You know, I feel like by doing this, by moving everybody, I'm gonna end up in a position where we're gonna get hurt. Like something's gonna happen, and we're gonna get flanked, and like it's gonna get bad.
Roger, Dodger.
But we'll see. We can't possibly be just sitting back here waiting the whole time. We have to move up. There he is. Who's got eyes? Of course. What are the people who can't really do anything about it? Well, at the very least, he's, Oh, I don't want to run. I want to run and gun and kill him, but I don't want to run and gun because I feel like there could be another enemy pack up there. Okay. I'll be here. I'm not traveling for tomorrow. Okay. All right. Very cool. I mean, a lot of people are going to be spending it with their families and everything, and, you know, aren't going to have time to be watching Twitch and whatnot. I don't have anything special planned as far as like a celebration on stream or anything for, you know, for Christmas. You know, it may come off as really sad, as sounding sad, but I have a hard time. Like I said, I'm always going to be honest and open with you guys. And I'll give out a bunch of information that's personal, but not necessarily identifiable, if that makes sense. You know, I don't want to get doxxed, obviously, but I will tell you about myself. I have a lot of family. I'm kind of one of the black sheep of the family, and I really don't have a lot of contact with my family.
Aye,
So I don't see them. I haven't really spent a lot of time with them. It's not because I don't love them. It's not because I don't care. It's because Very, very few
Roger
people
that.
in my family actually understand me. I'm completely different from like anybody in my family. There are very few people, but there are a couple that I actually have a real good connection with. But we have our own lives, you know. Kim, you're gonna get the kill, and then from there we gotta figure out what's going on with the rest of the map.
About to start keeping score.
Like, there have to be so many other aliens on this. We've only killed, what, 18? 19. 19 aliens. There have to be like 20 more, I would think. Something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't do a lot for the holidays because I just don't have a lot of contact with my family. And
Moving out.
occasionally I'll get invited to some things, and it's really nice. But with my anxiety and depression, it makes it really
Position
difficult
confirmed.
to go. It makes it really difficult to be around that many people. So,
Come get some.
and some of them understand, some of them don't.
Heading to that location.
And that makes it tough, you know? I don't want to pull anything else. We've got to treat this as if it was the beginning of the mission. We can't do risky moves like that. Yeah, we can't really just move up anywhere we want. Let's go this
Heading to
way.
that location. Rolling.
Let's get everybody moved kind of closer together. Reload.
Let's do this.
Roger.
Overwatch,
I've got my
whoever's...
eyes on it.
Nice field, Commander.
You can move up here with them.
Moving.
Reload here.
Yeah.
So, you know, enough of my sob story, and I don't tell you this to make you guys feel bad for me or anything like that. But that's why I'm here. That's why I'm gonna be here, and that's why I will be streaming, depending on how much sleep I can get before stream today. But we'll see. Kind of isolated from my family also. The holidays are just another day for me. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Single with no children, for the record. Just me. Make the best of it though, or try to. Also a Twitch junkie. That's fair enough. Yeah, I'm basically in the same boat, you skedaddle. You know, no, and especially now. The thing, I won't go into all the detail, but the thing that triggered recently, like 3 months ago, or you know, was the final straw anyway. The love of my life left me. I think some people who've watched the stream or watched anything before probably know a little bit about that, or heard of it at least. She left and moved out of state, and it's been really hard. And so her and I used to make the holidays ours, right? We used to have this little family thing of us and some of the stuffed animals, and we used to make the holidays our own. And it was great because some of her family's, you know, not great or not there or whatever as well. And it was amazing. And I loved it. And I've had that for, like, we were together for 9 years. 9 years. And that was it, you know? And then she left, and it devastated me, and I am still trying to recover. And so this holiday season has been the roughest it's been in quite a while. But that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm here trying to have fun with you guys, because, you know, it helps. It helps a ton. And this is something I've wanted to do for probably more than a decade now. I've talked about it, and I've you know, over the years, I picked up a few things like a microphone and a camera and like all of that stuff, right? I did all of that stuff specifically because
That's affirmative.
it was something I wanted to do forever, and always convinced myself that I would be horrible at it. You know, I always convinced myself that I would be so bad at streaming and talking to people and being entertaining. You know what I mean? And that's all I would do is tell myself, no, you can't do that. You're gonna fail. Like, you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna do anything with it. Nobody's gonna watch.
On the move.
And so I just didn't do it, you know?
Affirmative.
I put it off and I put it off and I put it off, and I finally got to the point where I said, I can't put it off anymore. Because I'm letting fear ruin my life, you know? I let my fear and my embarrassment and my anxiety, and like, I'm an introvert, and I don't think the same way as other people. And I've always had that. I've always felt that my entire life. And so it was always this thing of like, nobody will really get it. Nobody will understand.
Heading out.
It's not going to be enjoyable for people, whatever, you know? But I finally got to a point where I just said, that's it. I can't keep telling myself that, you know? And part of that was what hurt my relationship too. The fear, the hesitation, the not doing things that I should have been doing throughout the entire relationship out of fear or embarrassment or, you know, that kind of thing, anxiety. So I finally got to a point where I just said I can't do it anymore. All right, let's make our way up into the UFO. I think I missed a few things in chat. I apologize. I'm sure I missed a few things in chat. Lord Viking, yeah, boy, do I know that truth. I myself am fighting depression. We're right there with you. So just keep fighting, because that's all I can say. Keep fighting. I can't promise you that it's going to get better anytime soon, but it will. If you keep fighting, it will get better at some point. That's the thing I'm struggling with, is the at some point. But all you can do is keep fighting. I want to know the truly sad thing for me. My plans for the next 3 evenings is going to gun range, for I have no one to spend Xmas with. Lord Viking, my plans for the next 3 days is to be right here. So I get you, and have fun at the gun range, though. Have fun. Seriously. Stressful age, a mofo like no other. Yeah, my divorce aged me 10 years. Yeah, I think that's part of what you're seeing, too, is all of that. I would still go to the gun range with you. Hey, there you go. Took my COVID check and bought another pistol. Interesting. I don't own any weapons. I don't own any guns. I own a sword, but I don't own any guns. I would love to be at the gun range. I love shooting at targets. I love archery. Oh, I love archery. But I don't own any weapons, any firearms or anything. XCOM's my favorite, and you're a super solid streamer with a super solid schedule. Thank you, you skedaddle. My schedule is definitely not solid, but I appreciate that anyway. I have the fear thingy too, 9 out of 10 for everything. But I always make it a one thing that's holding me back. But it's really just me holding myself back. That's exactly it. And I did that for all of my life. I'm not saying I'm done and over with doing that, like, with everything. But at this point, I can't. I just can't hold myself back like that anymore. So I'm making a concerted effort to remind myself, you're holding yourself back. Just do it. Just, you know. I still have a bit of agoraphobia. I still have a bit of, a lot of anxiety and depression and stuff that's keeping me here and keeping me in the house, as opposed to being able to go out and, do other things sometimes. But such as that. 2 mice fell in a bucket of cream. Okay. God, where... Either my brain's not working right because of the time or because of how long I've been streaming, or something. But I can't think of what the rest of that is. I know there's more to that. Is it a poem? Is it a saying? I know there's more to it, but I can't remember what it is. But that sounds super familiar. And I just can't place it right now. Yes! Thank you. Thank you.
I'm on the move.
Oh, what's his name? God, the actor. And he talks like this. And I can't do impressions, but you know what I'm talking about. And the father. And for the life of me, I can't think of his name right now. But yes, he told that story to his son. It was it was supposed to be like a life lesson kind of thing that he told to his son. I remember that. Are there any co-op tactical games? I don't know exactly. I know you can play this PvP. You can actually play XCOM, a match, player versus player, which I thought was super cool. Such a great idea.
On my way.
I've never done it,
That's affirmative.
but I've seen it played that way.
Moving to position.
Let's go
Moving
here.
on target location.
Yeah, I don't like PvP either. I mean, generally speaking, I'm not a huge PvP fan.
Affirmative.
It just depends on the game,
I'm
really.
on the move.
But I've never been good at it. I've never been... Well, I can't even say that. I've had situations where I've been okay at PvP.
I'm on the move.
But it's not my favorite thing.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay.
All right. Walken. Christopher Walken. Thank you. Christopher Walken. Yes. Aliens Fire Team. Yeah. I've heard of Aliens Fire Team. I haven't played it yet, though. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse, he didn't give up. He churned that cream into butter and crawled his way out. Yes, thank you. That was the quote. That was the saying, the life lesson. Yeah, Caprio and Hanks are the other two, yep. Passing a save file back and forth is possible and will end a friendship quickly as well. That's true. You could do that. You could actually, even for XCOM, you could actually pass a save file back and forth. That would be so cool to do. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. That would be so neat. XCOM PvP with me, Skedaddle? It might be interesting to try someday. Absolutely. Divinity. Yeah, Divinity is co-op turn-based. I like Divinity Original Sin and Divinity Original Sin 2 are really cool games. I love them. I've played both. I have not completed either one.
What was that?
But I've played a bit of both. They are really cool. Thunder, you played through them already? Both in the box collector's edition? Oh, I'm jealous. The box collector's edition of those? That's gotta be cool. I wish I had the money for that, and along with a lot of other things that I wanted. I think we're gonna approach the UFO, right? And we know that there's somebody in here because we just heard. There's a group in here somewhere, I think. And it looks like this door is open. But I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to approach this. I'd like to get everybody set up right at the door before we breach.
Confirmed.
Almost like any other, UFO, anything, right? let's go. I want my infantry. Where are you? Kim is way at the back. And Gamid is over here too. Okay, you guys, the rest of you got to get out of the way. Let's put Thunder here.
Got it.
I want my gunner. Where is my gunner? Of course, she's Unchained. You're all the way at the back. Let's get you. Let's get you in the corner. Let's put Kim up here.
Yes, sir.
Gamid, you can be second.
Time to
Here.
motor.
And then you Skedaddle, you can go in the middle.
I'm on it, Commander.
Kushneer goes over here.
That's affirmative.
And then Immelman, right up here. Ooh, I don't know. Probably
That's
here.
affirmative.
That's fine.
I feel
Everybody
Commander.
Overwatch or reload, or whatever you
Aye,
have to
aye.
do. Ooh. Let's reload Tyler's pistol,
I'm ready.
just in case. I bet the artwork book is sweet. In the collector's edition, yeah, I'd love to see that. That'd be great. YouTube series of 3 guys trading a save file back and forth. XCOM: The Trinity War. The quality of the videos is all over the place, but it's fun to see their styles conflict, and they all give good commentary on how they plan their moves. Ooh, I gotta check that out. Hold on, I had to write this down. XCOM Trinity, the Trinity War. Cool. Yeah, let me look that up. Lord Viking, off to the range. Good luck while you're away. All right. Have a good time at the range. Have a good time. Stay safe. Use Skedaddle. I'm not really an art person. Barely looked in it. That's okay. XCOM UFO door. Stack them is always the right tactic. Yeah, pretty much. Age filter, that was funny. It was. You know, the funny part is before all of this happened, 3 months ago or more, I absolutely 100% without a doubt could say I look younger than I actually am. Now,
Roger, I've got
I
eyes
don't
on.
know. I still think I look younger than other people my age. I look at somebody else who's my age, and I still think I look younger than they do. Just about everybody. Almost everybody. But still.
Roger that. Scanning. Roger that. Scanning.
You steady just in case.
Got it covered.
Oh no, I should have reloaded. Oh well. Oop, switch weapons.
Roger. Got my eyes on it.
Roger that. Scanning.
And there's a command pod, of course there is. Alright, are we prepared for this? Probably not. Most likely not. Here we go. You Skedaddle? Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. Alright, what do we do here? I want to go right. I want to check this room first, because of this. I think this room's easier than the crap that's over here. If I was going to take this side, I'd probably go through this door first. But actually, give me a second. This is the command pod, isn't it? This is the command room, isn't it? And if that's the case, maybe we should go this way first? But I just don't want to cross here. I feel like we might find something. Alright, let's open this door where we are and see what's here. If there's anything in this room or anything in this area, then we take it however we can, right? I think the pod is still in here down below because there's like there's a ramp or stairs, a ramp on either side. There's a door here, door here. There's a little balcony, and then there's a pit with like the computer and stuff like that. So I think they're down here. I think we're gonna have to go check this way. If there's anything here, we encounter it, we take it. If there isn't, we back off and go this way. So let's see. What do we get?
What was that? Open
And we
fire.
get the command pod. Okay, then. Not what I expected. Although I probably should have. Well. 4 outsiders. And they're probably... Like, this one definitely has gene mods, because he's got jumpy legs. There are currently 4 outsiders. That's it. What's it like to still have your life out of you? Oh. Are you sure it's a command pod? Only see 6 or 7? Yeah. It's probably the command pod. The problem is I don't know if there's anything back here. I can't tell. There's no way to be sure. I think we go here with Lucas Tyler.
On my way. Weapons hot.
Are you kidding me right now? So we have 4 thin men and 4 outsiders. Okay. Alright. Well, we've got suppression if we need it. Now it's a command pod? Yeah. We've got some good shots from Kim. We could probably kill 1. Maybe 2 if we crit, but... there's nothing we can do with the Rocketeer. Let's just get you out of the way. Oh, you've got some good shots now. Okay. Here, take that. Kill this... Oh, that would be great. Kill this guy. You're not going to, but... Kill that thin man and put acid on the other guy. That would be fantastic. I'm afraid to use this high cover because we could get flanked by that guy. And that would suck, and... The one option we have to prevent that would be to run and gun here. And maybe take a shot. This is weird. So, Gamid here has a shot, right? But he's not considered flanked. It's very strange. Okay, I think... Oh, 55s, that's all you got? Jeez. Maybe we take a shot here. So many options. I wouldn't mind some explosives. Thunder's got one explosive. Yeah, throw proximity mines. Oh, I would love proximity mines. I would absolutely love proximity mines. Can we maybe run away and dig some spiked pits or something? That would be nice. I think we have to run and gun here. But then we open this door, right? And we maybe see something else. Lots and lots of fear. Does anybody have a motion tracker? Did I not take one at all? I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't take a motion tracker at all. Well, there is one thing we could do here to find out. We could throw the battle scanner. Now, the last time I threw a battle scanner in a large UFO, it got stuck in the roof of the UFO and saw nothing. So I don't want that to happen again. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to save it right here. And I think I'm going to throw a battle scanner. But we're going to do it in such a way that hopefully it doesn't get stuck. Want it over here. I'm going to bounce it off of something and get it right. I had the shot. Yeah, right there. Let's see. If that goes in the ceiling, then it did. Look at that. It got stuck in the ceiling. Check that crap out. It's actually outside the UFO, so somehow he threw it through the roof. Yeah, we're reloading that. I'm not taking that. That's a stupid, stupid bug. Stupid glitch. Alright. Let's try this again. Let's try a battle scanner. I don't know, here?
Scanning.
Is it actually going to see anything? Yeah, see, that's not even where I want it. That's not going to get us any type of vision whatsoever, really. I want it around this corner. Forget it. We can't place it where we want it. And it's just not... The cursor just isn't playing nice. Caltrops versus an outsider? Yeah, no kidding. Imagine an alien dying to Caltrops. I can imagine thin men trying to walk over the Caltrops. That would be funny. Okay, fine. So we don't do that. But we do run and gun here.
Going in for the kill. Solid copy, Commander.
Don't tell me you're gonna see anything. Good. Alright, let's take the 88. Actually, what do you have? Squad sight, executioner, damn good ground, sharpshooter. What's the other guy have? Executioner, damn good ground. Wow, you guys are built. Let's take a 76 and see what happens. 9 damage. Okay, that's fine. We can put the acid right there. That would be nice. Get acid on that guy. Here, do it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Do you have a favorite Gene mod? I like the leg jump one. Yeah, I think the jumpy legs is probably my favorite. I think it is. So the one outsider at least has acid, which is good. I think we try for damage on this guy. But who else can see anything? You've got him. Let's try that. 7 damage. Nice. And a kill.
Nailed him.
Good job. We've got a suppression here. So, actually, I don't think we should take that one. We probably try to kill this guy if we can. I don't know if it will, but hey, 56 crit? Nope. 6 damage, that's fine. I honestly don't know if we should take that shot. You got a 67 here. Might as well. 5 damage. Okay. Take the suppression there.
Aye, aye, suppress.
Thunder. It's so dangerous to use the power source as cover. But I don't know. We could also come out here and hunker. Which is probably not the worst idea in the world. Come out here and hunker. Oh, I wish we could do it, but we can't. We don't have high cover. We do have smoke, though. Ooh. We've got smoke. So... Alright, so we can use a smoke grenade on our first turn, or first action, and not end the turn. Now, I have had this screw up on me before. I'm going to save it so that even if it does screw up, we'll just reload. So if this is right, it should allow me to smoke here, not have to worry about ending my turn. Let's try this.
Pop and smoke.
And then I can just move into cover.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Perfect. Okay, that being said then, let's take this shot. Because I think we can kill him. That's one less. And then next turn we actually have an acid grenade for the other one. Nice job. Perfect. 55. Maybe we take it. It's probably a good idea. Who knows where they're going to be next turn. So. 3 damage and a hollow. Well, we don't need the hollow, so. The guy that's being suppressed, what's he doing? 1% on Unchained. Okay. So he missed. Outsider uses suppression on Kim. That sucks. And here comes one of the thin men. Close combat specialist. Nice. You skedaddle earned a promotion. Alright, the one that got injured is moving back. That kind of sucks, really.
I'm all right.
Whoa, that was a 45% shot on you, Skedaddle. That missed. Good. But, you know, holy crap. I mean, seriously? So how are you still suppressed? I'm curious about that one, because... Who's suppressing... Yeah, who's suppressing DJ? Who's suppressing Kim here? Because we see no more shots, right? Weird. What do you have? An 88 here. Maybe we take rapid fire just to make sure we kill this guy? Because I don't think anybody else can see him or do anything to him. Oh, that's not true. 55 here. 55 from Lucas Tyler, which is the best you're going to get, I think, at the moment. So, take it. Yeah. It's a miss, but it put up hollow targeting. That's fine. What about here? We could put up acid on this guy. 67 over there. And 98. Let's take the 98. This should kill. Nope. It did not. It did 1 less damage than it should have, and 1 damage reduction. So... crap. Well, at least his aim should be screwed up. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. Let's take Immelman around the side and see what we can get.
Headed there now.
40 and a 40, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Immelman, get yourself into some cover here, I guess. It's better than nothing.
I'm on the move.
What else? 67. We could take that. And you've got nothing now. What if you move up here and then take a shot? 55, 80. Well, we could flashbang. And a 37, so that's not good. Who is suppressing you? And what do they have? Okay. It might be this guy. Which would be weird because the acid should have taken the suppression off, but hey. But I think the shot started up again, so we might be able to see it. But they have Opportunist, not covering fire. Yeah, it's this guy. That's fine. Let's take a shot over there. Nope, 67 and it misses.
No way that just
That's
happened.
okay. That's alright. Let's take a 71 here. And that missed as well.
Missed.
How about we steady weapon? And here... Let's see, let's suppress this guy. The guy on the bottom.
Copy that. Suppress the target.
The guy up top has acid. We could suppress him as well. Just for this turn, I think. And then... I think I think we're gonna wanna probably steady weapon here. Get a good shot next turn. Because we still have another Thin Man bouncing around out there. Outsider 1% on Unchained, and that's a miss. Good. The other one hunkered down.
A little help over here.
Thin Man suppressing Skedaddle. That's probably his best option at the moment, honestly. It was probably the best thing he could do. Here we go. 100% on this guy. Skedaddle, you think there's 2 aliens near you? Around the door? So we killed one of the Thin Men right here. So one of the Thin Men died because he tried to move and your close combat specialist killed him. There is one other Thin Man. He ran back here and he ran downstairs here somewhere. But that doesn't mean he's still there. He could have easily made it all the way up around this side. But this door is still closed, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It looks like you can go everywhere. It looks like you can move to any of these spots. So, unless he's like out here, I have no idea. Maybe. I mean, it is possible. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, come on, Skedaddle, or Immelmann has no shot whatsoever. That's a shame. We could technically move in and take a shot, but I'm not sure I want to do that. What about here? Nothing. Why do you have such bad aim now? He's hunkered, I get that, but I mean, we could throw the grenade over here. I really don't want to blow up all this stuff. It's stuff. It's good stuff. I don't want to blow it up. We could flashbang. It's not going to reach over here, though. Okay, we could flashbang this guy. What have you got? 55. 171. Okay. And you can only suppress this guy. So. I think we take the 71. Because it's not bad. 71's not bad. 37 here is bad, but still. We could move around, flank him. What if we go... Alright, I've got an idea. I don't know if this is gonna work, or if it's a great idea. No idea. No clue. But we go... Here with a battle scanner? Here? No. None of that's gonna see this. We need to see inside here. I need to know if there's anything in here. So we're gonna check a battle scanner in there.
Scanning target area now.
Loot greater than my life? That's not true. That's not true. We're gonna try to save both. Alright, so that other Thin Man is not here. He could be here or down here or somewhere around this area. Who knows? But it looks like this is safe. So what I want to do here is we take Skedaddle. Nope. We take Immelmann here.
Heading there now.
Okay, and then we can kill this guy. But that's going to put acid right in the path. I wanted to take Skedaddle down to, like, here or even here. And kill this guy. with rapid fire. But we can't do that, so... we could chem grenade him. But I don't even think that's a good idea. Unchained. You could come over here and suppress him instead. Which would leave you... this guy. Gamid can kill him. But he's gonna go right towards Yuskadat. Or right towards Immelmann. Alright. Here we go. I die for Wisdom Scrolls. Wisdom Scrolls are the lowest possible form of currency in Path of Exile. Yes, they are. Well, actually, that's not true. Fragments. The scroll fragments. The Wisdom Scrolls themselves, once you get enough and you make a Wisdom Scroll, isn't that like the second level of currency? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been in Path of Exile too, but I love that game. Okay. So we can suppress down here. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't really make anything from them other than scrolls, so they're not good for anything other than scrolls themselves. But yeah. Oh, give me... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to take a shot here. And try to do some damage on this guy. Nice 9 crit. That is fantastic. And then we don't have a shot here, but we can put a chem grenade down on this guy, I think. If we need to. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Gamid. Gamid, you can do 100% here and kill him. So I think we do that. 14 crit. Yeah, we got acid. That's fine. I don't know why we got acid twice, but whatever. I figured that was going to happen. And then we come out here. And we could shoot. We could chem grenade. This we can suppress. This we can do some damage. 81% here. That's not bad at all. We can kill that guy. You have to reload. Although if you went over here... No, I don't want to pass that door because I'm so afraid I'm going to pull something else. So we put chem on him. Put chem on him. We suppress him.
Suppressing target. I'm running low on ammo.
And then we take this 81, perhaps. Reload here.
Let's do this.
81 from here. Please kill him. Good job. Alright, reload. And then... Yeah, you could basically come over here, run a gun down there. But I honestly don't know if that's the best idea, so...
On the move.
Let's do this. Yeah. That's fine. And you come over here.
Stepping off.
We get a shot next turn. Let's see what he does. Hunker. Figured he would hunker. Not a big deal. 71%. Still has a good shot, which is fantastic. 13, but that's okay because we can put Apollo with that. No shot here.
Moving to
Come on around.
designated position.
What about you? $37. Yeah, we can't do anything. $71. 71% puts a 9 damage on this guy. That's fantastic. Let's do it again. Can you kill him? Oh, you can. You beautiful man, you.
Good to go.
We need to reload and overwatch where necessary, where possible. I feel like we have to go across here. I don't think there's anything in this room, but I feel like we have to just move right here and then reload. You can reload. You're a little unsafe, but reload anyway. You reload. You definitely reload. So we've got one thin man still on the loose. He's over that way. Gotcha. Is he in the middle or is he in the last one? 4+3. How you doing? How's it going? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good holiday. Let's find out where this guy is. I actually don't know where to go from here, but here and then maybe we can make it up here next turn. I mean, a battle scanner wouldn't be horrible at this point. How's the holiday? Glad you're on. Thank you. I appreciate that. The holiday it's a holiday. It's I tend to not really celebrate too much. It's just me in the house. It's just me. Like, I don't have any kids. I don't have any I don't have a significant other at the moment, so you know, it's just me and Kapow and Kapow's siblings. Actually, Kapow has a couple of siblings here, so but we're having fun, and it's a decent day. It's a good day. Oh, what else? And I've got you guys, absolutely. Oh, 100%. That's not even a question. I wasn't even, you know, it wasn't even a thing that, like, I forgot. It's just a default. I've got you guys. You guys are here, and it's awesome, and I love it. And it makes me, it really makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy to have you guys here. I think we need to keep overwatching and, like, I don't know. I am worried about you, Skedaddle, so we're gonna hunker with you.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
He should come back around.
Scanning.
Ready to engage.
I think the thin man should come back around, and
Roger that.
I think we'll have a decent shot on him when he does. But did he make it all the way over to the other side of the UFO? He did. Here he is. 4 health. And he's overwatching. 55%. I think we'll take that. Nobody else can see him, though. Alright. Well, we'll take the shot, because who knows if he's going to disappear again. And we get the kill. Yeah.
Another one down.
That's
Good
it?
work, Commander.
That's all that was here? 27 aliens? I swear, I felt like there were going to be at least 10 more. At least 1 or 2 more packs. I mean, this was a large landed UFO. Holy crap. Holy cow. Alright. Oh, Lucas Tyler. Lucas got... Zed here got bullied. Bullied hard at the beginning of the mission. By the mechtoid, by the sectoids, by... Oh god, he got bullied by the mutons when they showed up. That was bad. Wounded for 23 days. Immelmann's got a promotion. Awesome. Love it. Promoted to tech sergeant. You skedaddle, you got a promotion. Promotion to gunnery sergeant. Very nice. So you're one step away from master. Love it. And that's it. So everybody else is out. Actually, everybody else is out about 5 days. Interesting. 4 sectoid corpses, 4 thin man corpses, 4 muton corpses, a berserker, drone wreck, 84. This is where it gets good. Check this out. 84 Illyrium, 123 alien alloys, 31 weapon fragments. I really could have used more. Whatever. 8 meld. Okay, fine. 5 alien stasis tanks. 4 UFO flight computers, 3 alien surgeries, 2 UFO power sources, 1 stasis tank damaged. Alright, fine, whatever. And mechtoid core and 9 seeker wrecks. Carapace armor got damaged. Lucas Tyler. His carapace took a beating. Zed, yeah, he took a beating. Zed is faking. Tell him to shake it off. He wanted a month. He wanted a month. We talked him down to 23 days. Alright, so we save. It was a good haul. It was. And as much as I complain about that, the damage that Zed took, it really it was just insane. But as much as I complain about that, it could have and should have gone much, much worse. He was dead in the first iteration of this mission because on turn 1, I moved somewhere I was 100% convinced that no, there were not going to be any aliens there whatsoever. So I moved Tyler up much further than I should have. But in my defense, I don't understand how there were aliens there. They were standing on the very corner of the roof that where it slopes down almost to the ground. They were standing on the very corner of the UFO, on the top of that part of the UFO. And it's like that part that almost touches the ground, and it's like it kind of curves off. And there was a mechtoid standing right on that corner. I didn't even know you could stand on that corner of the UFO. And that was the only place that an alien could be that would have been a problem. And they were there. So, Zed died. And we decided that, no, we were not going to take that death. That Tyler did not deserve, Lucas Tyler did not deserve to die that way. So reloaded and tried that first, it was the very first move of the very first turn of the game where that happened. It was horrible. UFO, unstable footings overpowered. Yes, apparently it is. Apparently it absolutely is. 14 thin men, 6 thin men corpses. So they want 14, we've got 6. We can probably do this. I don't know if we're going to, but we could. Oh yeah, 4 plus 3, check it out. This is where we are. France is gone. Nigeria was the first one to leave, then France left. And then Egypt just left last month. So 3, but our panic's not so bad. Our panic's really good. Other than losing those 3 countries. We've got a couple $100, but we're going to spend it very soon.
Contact detected.
Nape of the Earth. Large abductor. So we're going to have another large mission. It's going to be an abduction mission, probably. So, no.
Commander, our failure to respond to the latest UFO contact is sure to displease the Council. One of our top priorities is to maintain satellite coverage over the Council's member nations.
Well, yeah,
Commander,
but they didn't destroy...
We're receiving several urgent requests for assistance. There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Okay, Central, but they didn't destroy a satellite. We're fine. We're fine. They landed for an abduction mission. We're gonna go stop them. We're fine. I promise you. Heavy. Okay, maybe we're not as fine as I thought we were. Yeah, $100. I think we're okay, though. What is it, the 8th of October? Oh, we were supposed to scan on the 7th. I did forget to scan, so we got to do that. We've got to do a scan and then send off our mission.
Intel scan complete.
Nigeria.
Exalt cell location confirmed.
Okay. All right, we still got quite a few countries to tick off the list here. We've got 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Fair enough. We'll do the covert op. Yeah, covert op in Nigeria. And send Flint. Flint, laser pistol. What do we take with you? We take the motion tracker, and we take an alloy plating. There. Six health, which is... You could easily die in one hit at this point. They're taking laser weapons.
Down the walls in the name of
Exalt's got laser weapons now, so... So I don't even know if that alloy plating is worth it. But on the off chance that somebody with a lesser weapon hits you... The only other thing I would take is another battle scanner, so... And we've got 2 already from the perk. And then the motion tracker, I think we're okay. There we go.
Operative deployed to disrupt Exalt cell in Nigeria.
Okay. We'll do that. Alright, let's set this up. Okay, we'll take some decent people. Van Dorn leveled up. Ooh. Van Dorn. What do you have? I don't know. I don't know what to take with Van Dorn because Van Dorn's actually pretty good. Van Dorn's pretty decent, aim-wise. But concealment is such a good ability. Hit and run. So, here's my thought for hit and run, right? For a scout. Anyway, so a scout with a decent enough move scouts up before the rest of the party, before the rest of the squad, and gets far enough forward, and they don't trigger an enemy. They see an enemy, they don't trigger it. With the marksman rifle, strike rifle, can shoot it from squad sight. Okay. Hit and run back to cover. Drag them back to the group. Or Same scenario, but throws a battle scanner farther forward, sees a group, runs up next turn, blue move, next turn to a point where you can squad sight shot them. You know, maybe it's just a few tiles, whatever. Use a squad sight shot, hit him, run back. So it's interesting, but I think it would be neat to get it to work, but I think it would be very tough to actually make work that way. Like, it sounds good on paper. I don't know if it would actually work. In the zone, you're not going to be doing a lot of killing. I mean, yes and no. But I really think concealment's the best bet here. And it might help us keep him alive longer, too. Alright. Gunner. Ankobaya. Let's take Freud here as our officer. Let's take an engineer. So this is an abduction. We could take Zenarath and try to get a capture or two. I don't know where we're going to come across, but it's not a bad idea. Let's take Sanctuary. Why not? And we will take Zhang. Why not? Zhang and Van Dorn on the same mission. Sounds like a party. What do we have corporal-wise, though? Can we take a couple of corporals? Ooh, Tibet. We can take another engineer. We could take Tibet down here, who is our first psyker. What do we give Tibet? I'm thinking smoke and mirrors. You know what's really interesting? For me, what is a really interesting idea would be, is to make... She has Mind Fray. So if we make her a capture engineer, Mind Fray would help with that, you know? I kind of like that idea. But I don't want to use her in this mission then, because she's got smoke and mirrors, and so does Dubé, so does Zenarath here. I think we pick somebody else. We could do... Let's see who's close-ish to a level, to a rank. Not really a lot of people close to a rank. We could take somebody like Takahashi. At Corporal, what did I take with you? Alright, Sapper and Heat. That's not bad. So we have 6 carapace now instead of 7. I think we're going to have to take a phalanx for a couple of people. You are easy enough. Alloy cannon, we are giving a carapace, and... Ooh, what do we take here? Do we take... With Zhang... Do we take another grenade? Do we take... Flashbang? I don't really know if I want an AP. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna need the smoke, though. I'll probably change that. Most of you guys are pretty easy to kid out here. There we go, and Moore, and Zenarath. Zenarath, you get a Goss, you get Carapace, you get the Arc Thrower, and we're good. Moore, what are your abilities? Ah, smoke with combat drugs, gotcha. And suppression. So we're definitely taking the other Goss. Yeah, I think we're good with you too. Carapace on our scout. And the strike rifle, I think. Van Dorn, what do you take as your other item? I think we're going to take the respirator implant. Just in case. Ooh, that means... we still have to figure this out. Yeah, you're not going to get a Carapace. You're going to get... Phalanx. Ooh, Sanctuary. Here you go. Crit Infantry. Yeah, we've got to bring him on. You know, Resilience is nice. Sentinel's really only good when you have the other Overwatch perks. I mean, it's still nice, but, you know, it doesn't mean nearly as much if you don't have the other. And then bring him on. Confers bonus damage on critical hits with additional bonuses up to +6 based on how many enemies your squad can see. Ooh, that is so good. Heavy Gauss rifle, Carapace armor, scope, and motion tracker? Why not? Martin Moore, we may actually take that. I think we may take that Carapace off of you. Because you've got a decent amount of health anyway. We might give it to Takahashi, but who else do we take? Engineer, Assault, Infantry, Scout, Engineer, Medic, and Gunner. We've got some explosives. We're going to take another explosive here. Between you two, we've got more than enough smoke. We should be fine. Okay. And last but not least, we take the Rocketeer. Got two. We take a Sniper. We could probably afford to rank somebody up on this mission. What if we take a low-ranked gunner like Xenia Duarte? You're a little iffy. How many assaults do we have altogether? Enough. We have enough. I'd like to get another one ranked up. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Geronimo Hong here, or Hazard Raven. Both of them have a really good move. Hong has better will. I think we take Hong. Let's check that out. Hello, Zenerath. Yes, still streaming. Probably not for too much longer, though. Because at this point, I probably should get some sleep if I'm going to be on tonight at all. Let's take that and a chem grenade. I would like another chem grenade, but I don't know where to put it. Assault, assault, infantry. Yes, but hello, Zenerath, you're back. You are going on this mission too. Yep. But I think we're gonna save it here, and I should probably get some sleep at this point. We might want to capture. We don't need a capture, but I want to take the arc thrower just in case. So, and you have Packmaster and everything, so we're gonna get like 3 uses out of it. So you're the best one to take it. I don't really have anybody else that I could put another chem on. Not that I would want to anyway. 4 uses? Is it 4? It would be, wouldn't it? That's true. Yeah. So 4 uses of the stun of the arc thrower. That's gonna be awesome. I mean, I could put a chem grenade on our scout because the scout already has the battle scanner perk, so they have 2. They take another battle scanner, but I think we're okay. We have 2 explosives here. Another one, you know, from one of you two. No, I don't want to replace an explosive. I'm going to actually replace a battle scanner. Weirdly enough, probably not the best idea, but I'll replace a battle scanner with the chem, and we'll see how that works. Okay, so everybody seems to be set up. I think we're good. Let's save it here. Ow. Ow. I haven't stretched in too long. My butt hurts. I was sitting in the chair the wrong way. My butt hurts now. So it's a heavy abduction mission. We're going to get $100 from it. Sorry, Shusky's typing. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're good. So let's launch. I think this is what we're going to take.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
Begin the assault.
Our target site is near the German border. We've just received another report of an abduction in progress in a densely populated urban center. If we allow the aliens to succeed, it's going to spread panic throughout the area.
So I know this map, and this is one of those maps that, depending on where they start us, it could be easy, it could be hard.
This is Big Sky.
Let's see.
Strike team has reached the AO. Requesting authorization to deploy.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage.
Hard-ish. Yeah, this map could be a little difficult. Alright, we're going to save it right here. There we go. Why is there an autosave here, but also an... Okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Check this out. So there's an autosave... We saved the game just before we left for the mission, right? We got to the mission, and it auto-saved here, at the beginning of the mission. But then it also auto-saved back at base 3 minutes after this. How did it autosave at the base after autosaving at the mission? That's so weird. And then we just saved it here. You got me. I have no idea. I'm curious. Anyway, that being said, I probably should head off now. As much as I want to keep streaming for you guys, it's been, what, 13 hours, 42 minutes, apparently. Didn't realize that. So I probably should I'm gonna have a little snack, watch a little something before heading to sleep, but I should get some sleep. I'll be on again tonight. I do plan on streaming again tonight. I probably won't be on until midnight my time. So midnight US Eastern. It's going to be somewhere around there. It's just going to depend on how much sleep I can get between now and then. And then I have to get up and do a couple of things before I can get back on and stream. So, but I will be back on. I should be back on. Provided something, nothing goes screwy. And I'll see you then. Thank you for the stream, you skedaddle. Sleep well, stay warm. I'm going to try. You too. Stay warm. I don't know if you're going to get any sleep, but stay warm anyway. Thank you so much for everybody that came to the stream. Thank you so much for everybody that's here watching now. For anybody that is watching the VOD will be up. Well, this is a longer VOD to upload to YouTube, so it's going to take a while. But it should be up within like 3 days or so. And then it all depends on how Twitch handled that little glitch that we had. The little hiccup where it dropped stream. We'll see. Thank you so much for everybody that followed. Thank you for the subs. that was something else. I have to make a video on that, on my, how I view that and stuff. We'll post that up on the channel. But thank you so much. It means a ton. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great holiday if it's a holiday for you guys. If nothing else, I am incredibly appreciative of having you here and everything that we can do together. So thank you and good night. I will see you soon. Take care.